Both sides looking for a fresh start here in the NCAA tournament. The Tide have lost 4 in a row. Baylor dropping 6 of their last 9 and are looking to start a new story here in the postseason. Gold for Baylor, crimson for Tide.
And Alabama starting off in this player-to-player defense, really eager to see how they defend the dribble handoffs and screen on the ball defense.
Let's check out today's starting lineups, brought to you by Capital One, and there's a look at Alabama. They are one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the land as Davis knocks down the triple. Baylor has the size advantage and very good young talent. Bella Fauntleroy is in the starting lineup, and Dariana Littlepage-Buggs will come in off the bench. They are 2 key cogs alongside Caitlin Bickle, their last link to their 2019 national championship team.
And that's something to watch when Baylor's on defense. Can Alabama get a step? They like to get downhill and set up shooters or hit Rice for that screen and roll.
So Davis has an early bucket and now an assist. Rice is pretty much their only size at 6'4". And the offensive foul. So Davis is filling up the stat sheet right now for Christy Curry as she takes the charge. Christy now in her 10th season with the Tide, and she has been to the NCAA tournament with Alabama, Texas Tech, and most notably Purdue, guiding them to the national championship game in 2001, falling to Notre Dame.
Beth, you've mentioned the start for Brittany Davis, so key for the Crimson Tide. She has struggled in their last 4 losses. If you're a Tide fan, you've got to love the way she has started this game.
Shot clock winding down. Barker looking for a bailout. And the turnover forced by this Baylor defense. One of the top defensive units in the country for Nikki Collin. Now in her 2nd season after a stint coaching in the WNBA and a longtime assistant in the college game as well. With the push, Davis fouled on the drive. And is that going to be the first on Caitlin Bickle? And an all-SEC first-team performer. Leads the squad in scoring and rebounding. Baylor comes in just off the pace in the Big 12. It's the first time in 13 years that they did not win a Big 12 championship. Of course, under the guidance for a long time of Kim Mulkey, who's moved on to LSU. Davis and another trip to the free throw line. Into the ball game, Dariana Littlepage-Buggs, the freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma, and the Big 12's Freshman of the Year, joining former Bears Brittany Griner, Odyssey Sims, and Nina Davis as the top rookies in the conference. Big-time recruit. This was a good class that Nikki Collin brought in. Bickle, you got to respect her ability to shoot the 3, so she goes by you off the dribble and can't finish.
Bickle's had 2 good looks so far, just hadn't been able to knock them down. Davis got it. Brittany Davis and a 12-0 run to open the game for Alabama. Jamie Asbury. Baylor's got the mispatch for Littlepage-Buggs down low, and they lost it.
Alabama able to make the switch. Owens off the bounce, short, able to tip it out to a teammate.
Surprised Owens didn't take that all the way to the rim on that one.
Andrews with the miss. Owens saves another one. Asbury, no. Bickle, they'll get a 4th look at it. Littlepage-Buggs doesn't miss that one. And then the emotion from the freshman. They're shooting just 1 for 10. Alabama already 10 points for Brittany Davis. Bears will try and turn things around with their defense. That's been their calling card this year. Both freshmen together now in the ball game, and the assist, Bella to Buggs.
Who do not play like freshmen.
Trying to work their way back into it after they fell behind 12-zip. Barber into the lane. They kick out Megan Abrams. And now Barker got it. Triple for Sarah Ashley.
If I'm Baylor, I'm looking for Little Paige Bugs.
There she is, 5 in gold, working off the bounce.
That's a tough matchup for Rice if she's trying to defend her off the bounce.
Good rebound for Jada, the transfer from NC State. Davis for 3. That's back-to-back triples for Bama.
And each one of those threes have come off dribble penetration by the perimeter players. That's the key to Alabama's offense. Get going downhill and force a rotation.
Bama's turning up the heat a little bit defensively. Owens pulls up, no. Barker's got it. Playing the two-man game. Rice, good position inside. So is Carly Weathers. Held ball, goes to Alabama. Oh, we've already seen one Big 12 team go down today in Iowa State. The upset win for the Toledo Rockets. Remember, the Big 12's tournament is after everyone else's. They just played last weekend. And that's going to be a foul on Andrews. Just 2 of 15, only 4 points here in the quarter. Davis hits on another free throw. She has 14 points already. What a start for Alabama here in the first. 15 points.
I'd love to see Baylor look to do some high-low, get the ball inside to their bigs.
Well, they tried to backdoor, and the pass hit a backside instead. Alabama there defensively. They can hold it for 1. Who's their go-to here with Davis out of the game? McQueen had it stripped, too much dribbling. And that's the end of quarter. And what a good one it was for Alabama, 22-4. Open it up. Nika Mule over there. Lou Lopez Seneschal.
Beth was over there right before we came back on
I
air.
was doing some selfies too. It's for the kids, Scotty. It's for the kids. How about the start for Alabama? They held Baylor to their fewest point total of any quarter in any game this year and have the 22-4 lead. And let's see if they can rewrite things here in the second. That's Kyla Abraham off the bench. Inbound to Rice, and she walked with it. Andrews kept the dribble alive. Asbury looking for 3. Got it. 31% on the season for Jamie, who is playing in her 154th college basketball game today. Davis, money. She is just crushing it here in the first half. Brittany Davis.
Just the passing by Baylor right now. It's taking them out of shooting pocket form. It's taking them out of any kind of rhythm to really exploit the defense of Alabama.
Van Geitenbeek with a clean look. Baylor has hit their first 3 shots of the quarter. And banked in by Alianai. Inbounds. Fauntleroy. Oh, a lot of contact. No whistle with Rice, who corrals the loose ball.
And that's the thing. If you're Baylor, you're getting the looks. You're getting a lot of point-blank looks. You just got to be able to finish this. Great defense by Asbury, containing Davis off the bounce.
Still finds a way to muscle it up and in for 20 points.
Honestly, at this point, if you're Baylor, go at Davis. Try to get a foul. Try to get her off the floor.
Fauntleroy drains the 3.
Alabama loves to do this little dribble handoff flare screen action. Baylor worked on it a lot yesterday, but they focused on the guards, not on Rice's role there.
Fauntleroy looking to go back to back and does. They've hit 5 of their 6 shots here in the second quarter.
Well, Rice is more of that true low post, wants to bang in the paint area, and this is where Baylor's now starting to exploit her, pulling her out, and they've been able to knock it down from deep.
Davis senses a mismatch and takes advantage. 22! And then tugs the jersey and says, "Coach, I need a breather." Asbury counters with the 3.
Well, based on that transition defense by the Crimson Tide, a lot of the Alabama players did. That's unforgivable.
Barker to Barber. Good. Bugs bumped. Brittany Davis has 22 points. She is outscoring Baylor by herself.
You wonder how long Christy Curry is willing to leave her on the bench.
She and Fauntleroy, the 2 freshmen, have been leading the way. Caitlin Bickle had 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes and has been sitting since. Cobbins. Got to get the puppies out of the lane, or it's going to be a 3-second violation, and they turn it over.
Alabama icing that on-ball screen.
Owens finds the shooter. Corner 3 for Asbury. There's Davis. Final 2 minutes of this first half. Off the hesitation, offensive foul. Good pickup by Fauntleroy. Can they chip away with no Davis in the game? Jaden Owens, 70% on the season. For more info, go to NCAA.com. Nice cut. Weathers to the bucket for the Lamb. Baylor wants to push. They need possessions here to get the lead back down to single digits. Asbury. And another triple for Baylor.
Alabama just didn't get matched up. Off of a make, nonetheless.
They are 7 of 8 from downtown here in the second. Rice. No. And they turn it over. And Alabama can hold for 1. Baylor did not have a 3 in the first quarter. They were 0 for 7. They have gotten back into it with the triple. And now Alabama can bump it back up to double digits. Cobbins, held ball, stays here. Davis has to be careful. She returns with 2 fouls.
Little pick-to-picker
action. Wide open inside for the layup. Well done by Alabama on the out-of-bounds execution. And a 41-30 halftime lead. Brittany Davis, 22 in the first half. She's a big part of their offensive flow.
And Alabama coming out in a 2-3 matchup zone to start this third quarter.
Bickle gets a touch right away, missed the layup. And it will stay here.
Alabama goes back to the player-to-player on the out-of-bounds and forces the turnover.
Barker tries to go coast to coast. And now Baylor with the counter. Andrews, who was very quiet in that first half, drops it off for Bickle. And they score on the run. Rice dives to the bucket. Circles back around. Too much traffic, and they've turned it over 3 times in a row. Asbury tried to find the range from 3 and is fouled by Davis, and that is her 3rd. That's an afternoon game, by the way, this year in Dallas. Will South Carolina be there? They won it all last year. They are undefeated. They are the prohibitive favorites. Trying to go back-to-back. And here comes the Baylor Bears. Another 3. That's Sarah Andrews. Rice. Offensive offensive foul. They trailed by 18 in the first quarter and now trying to work their way back. Andrews again. Got it. It's a one-possession game.
I'd like to see some kind of dribble creation for Nye. Get her a three.
Had a moment briefly there. And they force her to give it up. 10 on the shot clock. Rice, there's no Davis on the floor right now. Bickle corrals it. A chance to tie it up. On the run, Fauntleroy. They'll take the two in transition. Abrams for three. She hits it.
Don't need to finish at the rim when you can knock it down from deep.
Bickle swings it around to Andrews. They got shooters open, far side. Good! Asbury drains it.
Great job to get the ball out of the trap and get that ball skipped over to the weak side for that three.
Asbury has hit 5 of her last 6 from downtown. And Barber turns it over.
This is Alabama's going to the 2-3 matchup. As hot as Baylor has been from three, a risky call.
Andrews feeling it. And hitting it. Down 18 to up 2. Barker for three. Gets the roll. Owens on the drive. Barber comes out with it. Head up, looking for a shooter.
They got numbers, they push.
Andrews with her 3rd block of the game. It's Brittany Davis on the bench for the last 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Brittany's back in now. Winner gets UConn in the 2nd round on Monday night here in Stores.
Now they're going back to the player here. I think realizing how hot Sarah Andrews has been from deep.
Bickle cleans up the Bugs miss. Corner three, good. Brittany Davis, her first bucket of the second half. On the run and the quick counter, Baylor has picked up the pace here in the second half. Barber gets free, and she hits it. Now they have answered back. Bickle, grad student from Homewood, Alabama. All you need to know about the toughness of this young lady, her beloved grandfather passed away during the season. And Hannah Barber went to the coaching staff and asked Christy Curry if she could move practice one day so she could attend her grandfather's funeral and then still practice with the team. She said, my granddad would not want me to miss practice with my girls. Hasn't missed a practice in her career. Barker. Boy, is she playing with some confidence. 2nd foul on Bugs. Sarah Ashley's a 65% shooter. For the semis and the championship, follow along, hashtag Bird Tarasi. Again, they are getting the ball up the floor in a hurry. Davis. McQueen gets it back to Davis, who got lost on the backside and hits a triple. Asbury splits the D, and it's stripped loose by Barker. Down on the deck to get it is Davis. Barber takes charge. Final 10 seconds of the third. They want Davis to get a look. She'll put it up. Oh, we're in for a wild ride in store. And buckle up. Final 10 minutes for a spot in the second round and a date with Connecticut here in Stores.
Alabama looking to X there off that handoff.
Barker working on Bugs. Kicks it back out to Nye. Drains the triple. She's one shy of the school record in the postseason as Bickle rattles one in.
Well, why does the paint open up for Bickle? Because the three-point shooting's been there. That fans out the defenders.
McQueen. Nobody. Roy now to Andrews. Tough shot. Bickle offensive rebound. Back out top, Andrews. Bickle another old board. Asbury this time. Got it, her sixth of the night. Davis. Good read to find Cobbins. No. Offensive rebound, Davis. They didn't get a body on her. 30 points for Brittany. Wide open look. Asbury's seventh of the night. Parker back inside to Davis. All alone, Rice, 15-footer, banks it in. Bickle gonna try coast to coast, and she's fouled. NCAA tournament records for Baylor with the 13 triples, and for Jamie Asbury with 7 triples, both school records for the postseason. In a wild affair here today, the two teams have combined for more triples than 2-point baskets.
Well, and Bama's shooting at 57%.
Pass picked off. Numbers for Baylor on the run. Alabama able to get back. Andrews, pocket pass, Bickle. 2-point game. Boy, the double-digit comebacks in the first round of the women's tournament, we've seen a few. Another errant pass intercepted.
The key for Alabama, could they put 4 quarters together? The last 2 games, they've blown a 10-point lead. They've blown an 8-point lead. Have they learned from these previous mistakes, and can they get a defensive stop here?
Andrews ties it up. Under 4 to go. Already today, we've seen Ohio State rally from 16 down to win. Miami, 17 down to win. It's the first time in tournament history with those kind of comebacks. And now Baylor's working on an 18-point turnaround. Andrews for 3. Timeout tied. Brittany's got 30 points tonight. Is she their go-to here? Shot clock winding down. They look to her. Davis gets it up. And a shot clock violation. Alabama is looking tired. Owens. Asbury. Pass picked off. Back-to-back turnovers. And now Nye will push. Missed it. Barber. Davis for 3. Got it. Alabama evens it up. 1:45 to go. Timeout Baylor. Fauntleroy on the drive.
With the way they've been shooting the 3, I'm wondering.
Andrews to inbound.
Watch the elevator screen here for Baylor. And they just go into the half-court offense now.
10 on the shot clock. Andrews. Got to get one up. Fauntleroy for three. Alabama's got it. And a foul called on Bickle. Now remember, that's the first foul of the quarter for Baylor.
If I'm Baylor, I would just deny Brittany Davis the ball, period.
Here she is with it. 33 points today.
Ooh, Rice got away with an illegal screen.
Rice, the pick and the roll and one! Andrews, who has picked up 4 blocks, went for it on the 6'4" player, and Rice, 3-point play. And that's going to be a foul on Nye, and that was their last to give. As Buggs continues to sit, that hand injury in the first half, she has come back to play with it, but we have not seen much of her here in the fourth. And there's a foul again, and she is the freshman in a pressure situation. Got it. Didn't bat an eye. One-point game, timeout Alabama, and they want it. Barber inbounds to Parker, right back to Hannah. Nye. Baylor wanted steps. Nye fades over, Bickle short, and Caitlin's got it, and she is fouled. Bickle ties it up. She's now 5 of 5 at the line. And this one for the lead. Barber. Back out to Davis. Timeout Alabama.
Fauntleroy the big on Hannah Barber there.
Davis off the bounce. Back to Barber. Walks with it and turns it over. They got a couple of runners in the backcourt.
Oh, they're going to use their speed to get open here.
And Asbury is fouled.
Number 21, Jamie Asbury.
This is Asbury's first trip to the line tonight.
And if you're Alabama, biggest thing is box out.
And no timeout, so they cannot advance. Missed the second, and Fauntleroy gets the offensive rebound, and they've got a foul again.
Gets the huge rebound for her team.
Came from the other side of the free throw line, and Asbury hits the first. They still have 2 fouls to give. Barber. Davis. Oh, she picks up the dribble.
You don't need a 3, you needed points.
And Barber is fouled with 3 seconds left.
And that's a good foul to give.
Yep.
There by Asbury.
And now Nikki says, don't bother using our last foul to give. Don't even do it.
And with a 4-point lead, I would just tell them to stand in the paint.
And Alabama with the turnover, and Baylor comes back from 18 down to win it and advance to the second round.